Hello, welcome to One Africa Mission with your brother Dobia Anzanse. Please, if you are new here, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, One Africa Mission, and also follow us on Facebook, One Africa Mission. We are missionaries. We are on a mission, and our mission is to fight for the unification of Africa. Our mission is to see a united Africa in our lifetimes. Our mission is to see a dignified Africa in our lifetimes. You should remember, before King Leopold colonize our people in Congo, King Leopold first of all has to send missionaries, and the missionaries' mission was to mentally colonize our people and spiritually colonize our people before he could move into colonize our people politically. And the missionaries did a perfect yeoman's job by brainwashing our people into thinking that everything about Africa is not good and everything about the people of Belgium is the best. Until today, we are still, as Congolese people, as citizens of Africa, we are still suffering from the mental damage the missionaries of King Leopold did to our people. So today we are out here as missionaries, as counter missionaries, to counter the damage that King Leopold and his Western criminals did to our people. So join our mission. Let us all together bring our energies, our minds, our knowledge together to free Africa from the mental slavery that we are in today. I thank you very much for coming around. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you like what we are doing, please take time out of your busy schedules, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also as you subscribe, like our videos, because we've been told that by liking the videos, Facebook is able to see that these are very important content, and they will be able to open it up for more people to see, and YouTube as well will be able to open it up for more people to see. So please take time out of your busy schedules, just like it. It takes not less than a minute or a seconds to like the video. Please like it and share it. And as we are talking about uniting the African continent, as we are talking about bringing back the dignity of the African race, I want us to go and watch this arrogant speech or arrogant talk by the president of France, President Emmanuel Macron. You see, Niger, the leadership in Niger have asked the French ambassador to Niger to leave France. He was given 24 hours to leave Niger. He was given 24 hours to leave Niger. And yet, France is saying that he is going nowhere. Which can wahala be this? Or what kind of arrogance is this? They still think that we are under colonialism. So for that matter, they can decide what to do, or they can decide the future of Niger for us, or the future of Africa for us. They are refusing to accept the fact that it is a new dawn for Africa. It is a new day for Africa. And the African today is not ready to take the nonsense that they were doing to our forefathers. They are refusing to accept it. Because if not, how come your ambassador, we said, what is going on in our country? For now, we want you to recall your ambassador. We want your ambassador to leave, so that when things settle, then we can reopen bilateral relationship. But France said no. Our ambassador is going nowhere. What is he going to be in Niger doing? What has he been doing in Niger? What is so important about Niger that France is so adamant to let Niger go? What is so important? What is it that France is getting from Niger that Niger is asking France to call back its ambassador? But France is saying the ambassador is going no. Which kind of wahala be this? Like, what kind of arrogance is this? I want us to watch this short video from the arrogant speech by the French president, and we come back, and then you tell me why Africa, we shouldn't unite.
France's ambassador will remain at his post in Niger. This was the message from President Macron after Paris passed the 48-hour deadline for its ambassador to leave the country, an ultimatum laid out by Niger's coup leaders on Friday. Thanking the efforts by French diplomats in Niamey, Macron reaffirmed his support to the country's ousted President Mohamed Bazoum.
Donc je pense que notre politique est la bonne.
I believe our policy is the correct one. It's based on the courage of President Bazoum, on the efforts of our diplomats and our ambassador in Niger, who will stay despite pressure from coup leaders. We do not recognise them. We support the president, who's not resigned.
Il n'a pas démissionné.
Macron defended France's military presence in Niger, stating that without French intervention, the country, along with neighbouring Mali and Burkina Faso, would no longer exist.
Si la France...
If France hadn't intervened, if our soldiers hadn't fallen in Africa, if Operation Serval, then Barkhane, had not been carried out, we would not be talking today about Mali, Burkina Faso or Niger. Those states would no longer exist today with its existing borders.
The comments come as anti-France tensions have been simmering in Niger. Tens of thousands rallied over the weekend in support of last month's coup, demanding the departure of French troops and accusing Paris of interfering in their affairs. Meanwhile, Niger's junta leader has ordered the Nigerian armed forces to go on maximum alert over foreign threats to restore constitutional order, while the West African bloc ECOWAS has been attempting dialogue with coup leaders while remaining on standby for possible military intervention. The junta has so far rebuffed diplomatic attempts by the bloc to reverse the coup.
So as you can see, the French president is saying the government of France does not recognize the leadership, the military leadership in Niger. So for them, the former president, Bazoum, is still their president. And they will do everything to make sure that this president is reinstated. And look at what the French president is, the nonsense he's talking about. He's saying that if it wasn't for France's sacrifice, that there wouldn't be anything called Burkina Faso or Niger or Mali. That it is French soldiers who sacrificed. That is why we still have a country called Burkina Faso and Mali. Okay, fine, you did it. Even though deep inside you, or even though we know that your so-called global fight against terrorism is rather promoting terrorism in our countries, especially in the Sahel region, because you know what you are getting, and the only way you can continue to get what you are getting in the Sahel region is to make sure that you continue to destabilize the region, so that you continue to be getting your everything for free. This is the kind of evil mindset these people have. They cannot sit down in a round table with you and then trade with you and tell you that, okay, I have this, you have that, so together we can make the world peaceful, so that together we can all enjoy. The only way they think, or they want to see, is for other people to be living a miserable life so that they can be enjoying. But that day is long gone. We keep telling these people, but they are not ready to listen. But the time is now. The time is no more coming. The time is now. And then we, this generation of Africans, will not take any nonsense, any direction. We will not allow France to dictate the future of Africa for us. We will not allow France to dictate the future of the youth of Africa for us. France will not have the right anymore to decide whether African children should be dying in the Mediterranean Sea, or the African children should be in Africa living a better life. Because for the past 100 years, or for the past 400 years, that is what they have been deciding. The Western world have Africa, the destiny of Africa, in their hands. So they decide who should die in the Mediterranean Sea, who should die in the desert, or who should be in Africa to survive. But today, this generation of Africans are saying, we will not take it anymore. We are sick and tired of other people deciding the destiny of Africa for us. So, Mr. President, whether you like it or not, your ambassador must leave. And then we are sending a signal. We are telling our leadership, our military leadership in all the Sahel regions, from Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Guinea, do not compromise with any traitor. Because one of the biggest problems of Africa is that we are not being able to deal with traitors. That has been our problem. If Thomas Sankara was able to deal with the traitor who was right behind him, Thomas Sankara would have lead Burkina Faso to the promised land. if Patrice Lumumba was able to deal with the traitor who was standing right behind him, Patrice Lumumba would have lived to lead to Congo to the promised land. But our problem as African people is that we have not been able to deal with traitors. And it's about time. Our advice to this military leadership: do not give no traitor the opportunity to betray this revolution that is going on. Because the truth and the reality is that these French people or this Western world will not rest until they get a puppet, a traitor among us to betray this revolution that is going on. They have been doing it for many years and they will not stop until they get one. So if any traitor, if we suspect anybody who is trying to betray this revolution that is going on in the Sahel region or in Africa as we speak today, that traitor deserves no place rather than be in jail or be in the cemetery. That is where traitors belongs to. You all see what Russia has done to the leader of the Wagner. He was a good friend to Putin, but he betrayed him. Where is he now? He's right there in the cemetery. And that is where traitors belongs to. So our advice to the military leadership, all the military leadership from Mali to Burkina Faso, Niger and Guinea, do not let anybody betray this revolution that is going on. Because France will not rest until they get one. They will not rest. The Western world will not rest. That was what they did to our ancestors. And then we must learn from the past mistakes. If Nkrumah had dealt with traitors, Ghana or the entire continent of Africa would have been a better place for us to live. But we haven't been able to deal with traitors. And it is about time we start dealing with traitors as to how they deserve. The Western world will not allow traitors to betray their countries. But when they come to Africa, they turn it to be human rights issue. When they come to Africa, they will use human rights issue to defend traitors in Africa. But in their own backyards, they will not allow any traitor who try to betray France or Britain or America or any country in the Western world will be sent to rot in the jail. But when they come to Africa, because they know it is always traitors who will betray the revolution and give us back to them. The time has come for us to start to deal with traitors as they deserve to be dealt with. I thank you very much for coming around. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. As I said, like it, like and share, because you liking, as we said, will let YouTube realize that our content is very important, and they will open it up for more people to see. So please take time out of your busy schedules, like and subscribe. Until we meet next time, the revolution aluta continue as France and ECOWAS are planning to attack Niger. There will be another coup coming very soon. There will be another coup coming very soon, so that we will see who they will attack. I thank you very much for coming around.